Well, while the news of an emotional tribute to Leslie Jordan touched our hearts, this week also announces the beginning of another, are we going to talk about RuPaul again? All right, another RuPaul show.
I'm so glad Mankind is on pause. I'm so glad.
And by the way, elimination, there's not a drag queen for miles.
Yes.
Here we share one more best thing of the week. CBS unveiled its mid-season schedule in 2022, setting up plans to launch RuPaul-hosted and hosting a game show called Lingo. The announcement came after ABC, Fox, and NBC also revealed their mid-season schedules. Lingo, which is based on a classic format, will be launched on Wednesday, January 11th at 9 p.m. Oh, wait. Isn't that right?
Now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
While we are airing.
Kicking his butt. We just
Right
kicking his
now.
butt.
I dare you to change the channel. I dare you. Lingo is a cross between bingo and a word guessing game. And the game sees teams of two contestants face off in fast-paced puzzle rounds to guess letters that reveal seemingly simple words. At the end of each 1-hour episode, the two winning teams will make it through to a final showdown where one will walk away with an additional big cash prize. RuPaul comes to CBS Primetime with a game show called Lingo. What do y'all think?
I think it's going to bomb. I think it'll finish out its 13-episode run, and that will be it. Game shows just don't do well in primetime. Sure, the summer replacement series, all that's great. But people want entertainment. They want scripted shows. And I just think it's going to bomb. Remember when NBC replaced the 10 o'clock hour with Jay Leno like 10 or 15 or 15 and they put Conan in that Tonight Show? It was a fiasco.
That was so long ago. No one in our audience remembers what you're talking
Max
about.
wasn't born for it. So, but no, I think it's absolutely going to bomb. And has anybody else here at the table ever met RuPaul? Okay, good, just me. So I got to meet and interview RuPaul as RuPaul Charles in full outfit. Yeah. And he's great and charming in and out of drag, and he can certainly carry a show. I just think that shows like Jeopardy and Price is Right are on in the time zone or the time slot that they are for a reason.
And to your point, evening Jeopardy and evening Wheel of Fortune don't make it. They can't do it.
Listen, mid-season, all right? Those are the operative words. This is just a fill-in, okay? RuPaul has been on other shows where he's been great, right? He's been on Gay for Play. He did that. That was just like a little, what? It was a show.
You said on shows where he's been great.
He wasn't great for you. Oh, I'm sorry. But he's been on Family Feud. He's been on Project Runway as a guest. He's been on a lot of shows where he gets to be himself and he's not hosting, and he's been fantastic. Okay, but for this, I just don't see I don't think it's gonna be a good fit.
So I don't agree with him being fantastic as RuPaul. So I think he flatlines. However, make that money, honey, because executive producer. So whether or not it goes to another season or not. Girl is already paid. So executive producer, host. So she's now getting double salary. So kudos for that. 2 checks, done. So bing bang. So the money that we owe her, she needs to pay us. So, but however, past season 1, I'm not for it. Will I watch it? No, because when RuPaul does the show about as RuPaul when they're doing when the queens imitate other people. Celebrity Snatch Game. RuPaul is the worst person out of all that whole entire panel because she's not funny.
You know what's crazy?
She tries to be, but she's not.
When I was growing up in New York, I would listen to RuPaul and Michelle when they had the radio show, and they were great. And it was a radio show.
Not on TV, but not on TV. Not on TV.
KTU, and they were fantastic.
That's really interesting. And I just want to pose the point. RuPaul Charles is a different person than RuPaul drag queen. And RuPaul Charles, my impression is shyer and quieter and more reserved than the drag queen. And you hear drag queens repeatedly say, it allows me to put on a costume and become somebody else, and then I can do whatever I want. And I've heard that so many times, and I think about that in RuPaul. It's interesting in the exception to that issue in terms of how RuPaul Charles represents. You're listening, and I agree with you, by the way. Michelle is fantastic, period. And Michelle and RuPaul Charles on the radio are great. But RuPaul doesn't have to be RuPaul Charles. RuPaul can be anonymous, not watching, on just a microphone, and they can kiki,
Right.
and it's great.
And forget that everybody's
And
listening.
forget.
Yeah, just
Right.
you and your friend.
And
the
that's
camera's
it.
not there.
And the two of them, their interaction is what you're feeling.
Yeah.
This is completely different.
But I think we're
Completely
missing a huge element of this is that, it's not just RuPaul, it's RuPaul Charles, and she's going to be on CBS. So I think this is an amazing platform for RuPaul to be on. So many more viewers are going to get exposure to RuPaul Charles like we've never seen before.
If it lasted 13
If
weeks.
that's true, why not be RuPaul? Why not be in drag?
Well, I mean, why isn't Ryan Seacrest out of the closet? I mean, it's one of those things.
Has anyone else at the table met Ryan Seacrest? Okay, no one good, just me.
Okay, so RuPaul.
We have Al Jr. here. Did y'all notice that? We have Al Jr. here.
This is the first time RuPaul is branding himself as
Yes,
RuPaul
I agree.
Charles on network television in primetime. So who knows? Drag Race might be on CBS
Well, all
one
right,
day.
okay.
Who knows? RuPaul might host
let's
the
grant
late
that
night
observation.
show,
Tell us
one
what's
night.
going to happen. Is it going to be a success?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on.
If you had to say yes or no, is it going to be a success?
I mean, I hope so because.
I heard hope so. Is it going to be a success? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
I'll say yes. Only
you
because
do
I feel
think
like
yes.
because of the name, because the amount of people who know RuPaul, especially we know, Middle America loves watching Drag Race. So maybe those viewers would be like, oh, RuPaul's hosting a
He's
television
been attached to, he's been attached to other things that haven't worked though, Cal.
Yeah, but this is CBS, and I think that's what people are forgetting.
But
this
remember-
is not, some of these other shows he's been on, and it's not gay.
But he's coming as RuPaul.
it's
I
mainstream.
want this to be a success. There's no,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I want this to be a success. However, if Alex Trebek cannot make it successful in prime time, how is RuPaul going to do it? RuPaul Charles. He cannot do it.
Well, he can't because he's dead.
But I'm talking about when. Wait, that is a very good observation.
I was frozen in time. Like, did he just say Alex Trebek?
Nobody else even had my back. Nobody else had my
I couldn't
back.
breathe. No, I was there with you. I couldn't breathe.
Wait, I went
Alex Trebek.
2001,
A ghost?
2002. Wait,
A
nobody's
ghost?
going to pick that up.
I was dead. I was dead.
2005. Wait,
I was dead.
nobody's going to pick that
Nobody,
up.
nobody.
My point is, the stars at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. at Wheel of Fortune or not Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, the Price is Right.
Right, yeah.
Drew Carey's done nighttime. The show does not work at nighttime. Drew Carey can make The Price is Right work at 11 a.m. And it works at CBS,
Yeah.
at CBS at Television City. And
But anything is possible. I mean, Live with Kelly and Ryan moved from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it works.
well, Judy Garland encouraged us to go over the rainbow too. And
But it was the same thing. And so I kudos for you for saying that. Yes, he's going to see a whole new person, and maybe he's trying to branch to see whether or not he can stand out as RuPaul. However, Drew Carey, when he went to nighttime, he joined a whole nother show. Who's not anyway? A whole nother brand, a whole nother opportunity. So I think what RuPaul is trying to do is come out of the drag, come out of the wig, and see if he makes it. I don't think RuPaul is going to make it because he's developed a whole franchise of folks who's going to love him for that piece.
and won't allow him to do anything else.
Because we don't see him.
And RuPaul has to do it too.
Right.
And we're going to watch this closely. And again, if there's whole group chat rooms that are going to kill me tomorrow for this segment.
Yeah, 60 and over.
And 16 over is not a bad group, sir. I'm just saying, it's just not. There's 47,000 people in that group, and I talk to them frequently. But the issue is we want this to be a success, but it is an uphill slog. If anybody thinks that this is going to be easy, it is not going to be easy. So we'll watch it closely. And we wish RuPaul all the success. RuPaul Charles all the success for Lingo. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.